Hello, what's up, people? Welcome back to another vlog. Hope you guys are doing good. I'm doing really good and I'm having the time. Today, we are riding to Sri Salem. Like I said in my last vlog, we'll be riding to Sri Salem. Actually, I have to go to the Rayadurgam metro station to pick up my friend who is also joining me as a pillion on this ride. So, let's go there, pick him up, and then I'll talk more about this ride to you guys. So yeah, I picked up my friend from the Rayadurgam metro station. Now we'll be going towards the RGI airport. From there we'll take the right and then it's straight a single route to Sri Salem. The route is very good, but the problem is it's a single lane road. So we can't be doing like highway speeds on it. By the way, if you noticed it or not, I've removed my visor. I've got calls from my friends and my well-wishers that the visor was blocking most of the route because it's not a clear visor. Half of the road is getting blocked because of it. So I removed the visor. Second thing is I'll have to check how the audio is going to be captured because I removed the visor. The wind deflection is very low now. So I hope the audio is performing well. Okay, I'll see you once we hit the highway. This route is pretty much very well known to everyone. There's nothing much to show over here. So if you remember this route, I think 2 videos ago, that is before my manifesting dreams video and the off-roading video, we went on a ride with the BMW team for the Republic Day. So we were going on the same route. Basically this is the Hyderabad airport route. I think the sun is right in front of us, so the camera footage is gonna be very bad, so just bear with me. I mean, I'll cut the video now and then I'll record once we hit the Sri Salem road. So I basically just wanted to say that we're following the same route till the airport. For our Republic Day ride, we took a left at the end of the airport, but this time we'll be taking a right and then it's just straight one way to Sri Salem. That is our Mahadev ka mandir, mana Shivudu Gudi, Sri Shaila Mallikarjuna Swami. So we have just completed our breakfast on the way. So we have pretty much reached the highway. Now we'll be crossing the Wonderla exit of our Nehru ORR. I mean, if you're going to Wonderla, this is where, I mean, you're going on two-wheelers, this will be the route you'll take. The one I'm driving on right now. If you're on four-wheelers, you can peacefully go on the ORR. So from here, it is one straight route to Sri Salem. So the reason we're going to Sri Salem is it's been a long time I didn't visit any temple or holy places. So I felt like it will be good if I go. The last time I went to a holy place was like our temple in Visakhapatnam. In my Visakhapatnam ride, I went to a puja over there, the one I told you in that video. You can check that video out. I'll put a link somewhere on this video. You can check that out. And the next thing is, yeah, so you can see this is the ORR in front of me, that flyover on top. If you take a left over here, straight is Wonderla. I mean, the left is Wonderla. And now we go straight. Around 233 kilometers from my home. From here, around 190 is left. So we started at around 7 a.m. We should be most probably reaching there by around 11:30 or 12, depending on the amount of breaks I take. अरे भाई सिग्नल नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है, बस आ गया. No worries. So let's see you once we are on open highways and not in between traffic. Chalo. So we have reached the highway right now. Our next stop will be, I think, near Dindi. They said there is a dam viewpoint over there, like a small dam. So we might see two dams in this trip. One will be the major Sri Salem project dam. Obviously, we'll be passing through the dam when we are riding there. And the other might be the Dindi dam. We also wanted to check out one of the viewpoint. It's called the Octopus viewpoint. Because the point is, at the time we are going to reach Sri Salem, the main temple might be closed. So So we'll be just taking a room over there and then resting for the afternoon, and we'll go to the temple in the evening. So the highway is pretty much like this. So I feel like when we enter the Ghat section, I'll record more and talk more. Right now it's just a single state highway, very peaceful road, very minimal traffic. I hope even the Srisailam area might be empty. Generally in the weekends there are a lot of people from Karnataka and Andhra and Telangana that visit Srisailam. But then now major crowd is diverted towards the Kumbh Mela. So I think it shouldn't be that crowded, because I've seen latest news even in the Tirupati temple is very minimal crowd is there. Like it's not as crowded as regular, because the major crowd is being diverted towards the Kumbh Mela. Everyone are more interested in going to the Kumbh Mela. So let's see. Hoping so it'll be empty. This highway is actually kind of beautiful. The road is so serene. A lot of mountains. పెద్ద కొండలు ఉన్నాయి మస్తు. అయితే మన తెలుగు ఆడియన్స్ కోసం ఇవాళ అయితే నేను శ్రీశైలం వెళ్ళడం జరుగుతుంది. 2 రోజులు సెలవులు వచ్చేసా. ఇవాళ ఉదయం బయలుదేరాము. ఇప్పుడైతే సమయం 9 గంటలు అవుతుంది. మనం శ్రీశైలం 11:30 కల్లా వెళ్ళిపోతాం. దాన్ని బట్టి సాయంత్రం ఇవాళ స్వామివారి దర్శనం చేసుకొని అక్కడి నుంచి మళ్ళీ మనం రేపు రిటర్న్ అయిపోతాం. రేపు మార్నింగ్ 11 o'clock అట్లా స్టార్ట్ అయ్యి రిటర్న్ అయిపోతాం. రిటర్న్ అయిపోయి మళ్ళీ యథావిధిగా మన ఆఫీసు అవన్నీ కంటిన్యూ చేసుకోవడం. ఈ యొక్క వీకెండ్ మనకేంటంటే బోల్డ్ రోజులుగా అనుకుంటున్నా వెళ్ళాలి అని, ఇప్పటికీ వీలు కుదిరింది. So yeah, I was just telling that we are riding to Srisailam on the weekend. As I've been planning this trip from a long time, but then this is the time I'm getting to ride. And also do comment in the comment section, like, is this view better or should I put the visor back? Anyways, I think I'll be investing on a clear visor rather than I think I'll be investing on a clear visor rather than our tinted one. That will be good. The only thing is, without the wind shield, I'm getting a lot of wind blast. When I'm going in like speeds over 100, a lot of wind blast. My head constantly keeps doing this. So yeah, look at this. Chalo, I think in some short while we'll be starting off with the Ghats also. I'll start recording from there. This is basically a small Ghat section. Srisailam is still 155 kilometers. So right now we stopped for another tea break. Around I guess 130 kilometers left to Srisailam. So we stopped in a random small town. You can see the highway is pretty much good. Let's see. We'll catch up on the wheels on the Ghats next time. So after that tea break we took, we have there's a small deviation on the road, like not a deviation, that's how the route goes. So now we'll be going near the village called Dindi, where there is a very big reservoir. I said, like, we might see 2 dams on the way. The reservoir dam is going to be small, so we'll check that place out, and then from there we'll hit the Srisailam. So in a short while we'll be reaching that Dindi's dam. Let's go there and catch up. The roads are like this, man, very empty, very peaceful to ride. You can easily do high speeds at safer intervals. Like, do watch out for dogs or monkeys that will be crossing by. There is a small problem of monkeys. I'm not sure right or here or no. I've been watching other creators and riders videos of how they have ridden to Srisailam. So after a point, I think after we enter the Nallamalla forest region, there might be a lot of monkeys also. The sad part is I would have known the route properly if I was awake the last time when I went to Srisailam with my dad. Okay, at that time they rode through the forest. I missed the whole forest road because I was asleep at the back. I was like, I don't want to see anything. I just slept. So this time I'll be experiencing it myself. So let's see. So we just crossed the Dindi Reservoir, and we are much below the reservoir now. So I don't think we'll be able to see anything. I think that's the dam in front of us. Pretty massive. I can smell the water. Oh yeah, it is nice and strong. So this is the dam for the Dindi reservoir. I think there would have been a way for us to go up or something. There is a way. I'll just try going up. I see stairs, but then I don't see good parking. So more than calling it a dam, it's like a check dam. There's no gates and all. It'll just overflow from the top and then. So this is the Dindi Reservoir, and that is the dam. Now my friend at the back asked me a good question. How am I going to take a U-turn here? I don't know. It's very narrow. We'll figure out a way. This is the reservoir. Let's take a small break over here and then meet you at the octopus viewpoint. As you can see, the hills right in front of me. I think we'll be starting our Ghat journey really soon. Nice and sunny day. I hope to reach Srisalam as early as possible because it's like mid-Feb, but then the heats have already started to kick in Telangana. Like even in Hyderabad, the day temperatures are going up to like 36, 37, 38. But nights are cold. Like today morning, I started at around 6-ish from my home, and it was like around 17 or 16 degrees over there. So mornings are cold, and early mornings are cold, nights get really like pleasant, but then mornings and afternoon goes really hot, which gives way to a massive fog problem. Like sometimes when I go to my office in the morning, చాలా ఎక్కువ ఫాగ్ ఉంటుంది అనమాట. సో అదొక ప్రాబ్లం ఉంటుంది మార్నింగ్ నాకు. అప్పుడప్పుడు అంటే నాట్ ఆల్ ద పార్ట్స్ ఆఫ్ ద సిటీ, కొన్ని పార్ట్లలోని మనకి బాగా ఫాగ్ ఉంటుంది. So I think I'll cut the camera now. As you can see, we are getting closer and closer to these hills. I think these are a part of the eastern. No, these are not a part of the Eastern Ghats. This is basically completely of its own. This is the Nallamalla forest range, like right in the middle of Deccan Plateau. When I was young, people used to consider this the Amazon of India, because most of this forest is very unexplored. There are a lot of, see, you might spot a leopard. I mean, not now, but then there are chances of spotting leopards and stuff over here. Second thing is, this route, there will be a checkpost somewhere at the middle. So yeah, as you can see that Amarabad Tiger Reserve. So we are entering the Tiger Reserve now. So yeah, like I was telling, this route will be closed from evening 6 p.m. to morning 6 a.m. So I'll be climbing up the hill now. Nice. Welcome to the Ghats. This is where I can nice and wind and lean my bike. Enjoy the bike. Are you driving here slowly? Not because I'm scared or anything. I have a pillion with me. I have to take care of his safety also. So if I was alone, I would have ripped my bike open over here. This is the Amarabad, I don't know. Sounds like Ahmedabad Tiger Reserve. Wow. Oh, don't look into the valley. Monkey again, another monkey. The problem out here is the monkeys sit at the side of the road, but they put their tails on the road. So imagine if there's a vehicle coming from the opposite, I'll obviously have to give it away and come to the side. and then there are high chances you will step on a monkey's tail. So watch out when you're riding like that. Second thing, rules of Ghats is whenever you feel like you get entering a blind turn, always honk. And if you are a new driver, I would prefer, even if you're driving a car or a bike or anything, if you are listening to music, stop it when you're in the Ghats. Until and unless you are experienced, I mean, even experienced people will mostly stop it, enjoy the nature sounds, have fun. And the nature is so good over here. I think I'll open my visor. I don't know how it's gonna sound, but like I said, if you honk, it is good. I think the audio should be doing fine because I'm not doing that high of a speed. So from here on, I'll be riding slow. I'll enjoy the views, shoot some good footage. Do not feed wild animals. You will be fined up to 10,000 for doing that. No entry into this road from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. That's what was written on that forest department board over there. Here we have the check post. I mean, a toll gate for our forest entry. This is the Amaravard. It's my territory. Don't stop your vehicles. That's a sweet warning. So we have officially entered the Tiger Reserve. I just keep quiet now. I just want to enjoy the views. I don't know what to talk. So basically, this is the official entrance. Like you saw the toll gate, right? This is like the official entrance into the Nallamalla Forest Range. The temple we are visiting is one of the very famous places that is visited in this forest. The temple is also a Jyotirling along with Shakti Peeth, that is Shri Brahmarambika Mata. Telugulo aithe mana Brahmarambika Amavaru. So there are only 3 places on the whole planet Earth where both a Jyotirling and a Shakti Peeth are together. So those 3 are, one is Banaras or Kashi, where we have Vishwanath Bhagwan, that is a Jyotirling, and Visalakshi Ma, who is the Shakti Peeth. The second one is Ujjain, where you have both Sri Mahakal and Mahakali, who are both again Jyotirling and a Shakti Peeth. And then we have Sri Shailam, which is Mallikarjuna Swami and Brahmaramba Amavaru. There are only 3 on planet Earth. Rest all, Somnath is a single Jyotirling. Or if you visit Kamakya Mata in Assam, it's just a Shakti Peeth. But there are only 3 on planet Earth where both Shiva and Parvati's strongest forces or positive energies exist together. That is Kashi, Ujjain and Sri Shailam. So this place is very, very holy for the Hindus. Right now we're going there. We are in the Nallamalla forest region. We have been warned by our tiger bro not to stop around here or he will eat you alive. So be careful. Nice and big lean in curve. This is almost like a big and a wide hairpin bend, not like a sharp hairpin bend. This is like that hairpin got stretched after a lot of use. Okay, just saw a nameplate that says Sri Shailam is still 70 kilometers from here. And we have a series of turns over here, which looks good. So I'm recording again. Another wide bent hairpin bend. And we are gaining a decent amount of altitude also. My ears are going deaf. Right, when there's a sudden change in altitude, your ears pop. So I just experienced that now. That shows we are gaining a decent amount of altitude. The second thing I like about Mahadev's temples is it's not always easy to reach him. Like mainly most of these Jyotirlings are either in they're very serene and beautiful. Like I wouldn't call it difficult to reach in these days, but in the olden days, yes, they were very difficult to reach. Imagine the road conditions of the olden days are very serene, very beautiful. That's why you feel the peaceful energy of Mahadev over there. Like if you take Kedarnath, it's in the Himalayas. Very difficult to reach, but once you reach there, you just can't. I mean, it's too overwhelming to witness such massive mountains in the valley with a standalone temple. It's very magnificent. I don't know. My English is not that good to express it in words. చాలా అదొక అద్భుతం అన్నమాట. It's very beautiful. In the same way, if you take any other, like all the three Jyotirlings that exist in Maharashtra, that is Krishneshwar, Bhima Shankar, and Nasik, they are all in deep forests again. So it's like Srisalem, for example. Now we are deep in Nallamalla forest, and if you take Rameswaram, it's on the edge of an island. From there you can easily get into Dhanushkodi, which is like the end point of India, the last road of India. Like Mahadev's temples are always serene, beautiful, slightly hard to reach. But once you reach there, all the positive energy, the peace is right in your heart. That's why, man, I like Mahadev. So वीडियो में आई डोंट नो इफ यू पीपल आर सेइंग, बट सब एक साथ मिल के बोलेंगे हर हर महादेव. एंड प्लीज़ डू कमेंट डाउन इन द सेक्शन हर हर महादेव. मंकी ब्रोस, हमारी वानर सेना. वैसे सच बताया जाए तो हम भी वानर जात के ही लोग हैं. वी वर ऑल्सो इवॉल्व्ड फ्रॉम द वानर जात, like monkeys, apes, and then we had Neanderthals, and then now we are Homo sapiens. यार मंकी को देख के मैं डार्विन का एवोल्यूशन क्यों समझाने लग गया हूँ. वेट, डार्विन्स एवोल्यूशन इज नॉट, आई डोंट नो. Good. Let's enjoy the views. Get back to the views. I just want to sink in this road. It's too beautiful. Guys, watch the video carefully, because I am concentrating on the road. If you guys find a tiger, do mention the time. And obviously, I know some of my relatives who are going to watch this video are going to give me a timestamp of when there is a tiger photo or a banner. No, I don't want that time. I want the exact real tiger, alive tiger that is moving. Or so I was just joking. Do watch the complete video, you will have fun. I mean, you can sit at home and enjoy these ghats as I drive them. Now it's like I'm alone on this road. There's no one around. They say the speed limit is 30. Brother, if a tiger starts chasing you, it will run at around 60 kilometers per hour. Then I'll have to at least do 100 to escape from it. So we're getting closer to the octopus viewpoint. We just now stopped for a small cool drink break, as my friend wanted to stretch his legs. So I asked the lady in that shop, because she's a localite from the forest, so are there tigers in this forest for real or no? So she is like, in the whole of this Nallamalla range, there are 45 protected tigers, and at their villages, which are called tandas, I think, they do encounter the tigers sometimes. So nice, they get to see tigers. We only can see them in the zoo, which is sad. So we are reaching the tiger बोल रहा हूँ, octopus viewpoint. So after the octopus viewpoint, our next stop will be near the Srisalem project, that is the dam, which is a massive one, not like the one that I showed you a few minutes ago in Dindi. So you can watch that. Chalo, I'll see you. బండి తీసుకెళ్ళచ్చా? ఎంత? 50 పర్ పర్సన్? 50 పేటిఎం, గూగుల్ పే, క్యాష్ ఉందా? థ్యాంక్ యూ. So we are entering the octopus viewpoint, and this does look like a trail ride, but with the pillion on my back I can't saddle and ride, so I'll just do normal riding on this. Chalo bhai, forest adventure is also happening. Nice. What? It is right here. I was expecting more trails. I'm allowed to park our bikes here. Let's find a good tree and park it in the shade. So my camera is gonna die pretty soon. I'll have to still record the dam area also. So this is the octopus viewpoint, and the river that is flowing by here is the river Krishna. Nice.
Meanwhile,
I think we can see the dam from here. I think so. Oh, look at this gradient of a descent. It's a complete hairpin bend. That is the Srisailam project dam. I don't know how clear you can see it. This is the Srisailam project dam. The temple is on the other side of the hill. We'll have to go down this road and go up. We came from up there. We'll be crossing the river and going there. This is the Srisailam project dam. That is river Krishna. Massive, man. There it is. This is, I think, the closest you can get to the dam. That's it from the dam. Now let's go to Srisailam. Shallow. My camera is dead. I'll see you once we go to the temple. Finally, finally we reached the town of Srisailam. Main temple is straight, but we will need some rooms to stay. We'll have to search for those also. Looks pretty empty. But no, maybe it's the afternoon, everyone are in their rooms because the main temple will be closed. So let's see. I'll catch up with you guys once we find a room. So the main temple of Srisailam. అరే ఇప్పుడు టెంపుల్ క్లోజ్ రా, అందుకే ఖాళీగా ఉందిరా. కానీ ఓవరాల్గా ఊరైతే మొత్తం ఖాళీ, మొత్తం కుంభమేళ వెళ్ళిపోయినట్టున్నారు. మంచిదే, మనకి ఏ స్పెషల్ దర్శనం టికెట్ ఏది అక్కర్లే, ఫ్రీగా వెళ్ళి చేసుకోవచ్చు.
After this point of the video, I was so overconfident that I'll go to the room, nicely charge the camera and record more. But then I went to the room, opened my bag and had the worst nightmare. I forgot to carry my charger. And then I was like, yaar ye ho gaya, abhi pata nahi kya karunga. So, but anyways, one good thing was, even if I would have charged my camera, I wouldn't have mostly recorded anything because the temple or any other areas in Srisailam were basically cameras were not allowed. So after this point, we just went to the room, took the darshan of Shri Mallikarjuna Swami and Brahmaramba Ammavaru, and then we came back. And today is the next day. I actually came back from Srisailam right now, but then I don't have any footage to shoot while I was coming back, so I don't know what I'll be posting for the next week. But then if you like this video and you've seen it till now, please do like, share and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.